What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so this is another one of those kind of speculation videos here, just from different articles I've been seeing online and different, I'm on Reddit and all this, because I'm always trying to figure out what I should make a video about. And I saw an interesting article, and it was about the Fast and the Furious. And it was saying that Vin Diesel is interested in having Robert Downey Jr. join Fast and the Furious and him to be the final boss. Now, if you saw, I did a video, when Fast X, because I went to see Fast X opening weekend, and I enjoyed the movie. The reviews on it are horrible. And some of you in the comments were like, Antonio, I can't watch Fast and Furious. I checked out on that like 6 movies ago or whatever. And I'm like, the plot lines are, in Fast X, he literally was driving a car up a wall. It was like they were like at the Hoover Dam or something, and he drove the car. He had like some thrusters on it. I was like, okay. And I criticized, Fast 9, where Ludacris and Tyrese, they drove a car into outer space. That's unforgivable. So yes, they have over-the-top crazy stuff going on in these movies. It is what it is, right? But I thought Fast X had a lot of energy. I thought and I love Jason Momoa as Dante. He's gonna be, he's the villain. They've already said the Hobbs spinoff with The Rock, that's going to be Dante versus Hobbs. So that's what we're getting, and that's one of the main things. So, but once we get the Dante versus Hobbs, we have to go into Fast 11, and there's supposed to be 2 more. There's supposed to be a Fast 11 and a Fast 12, in addition to the Hobbs spinoff. So there's been this kind of undeveloped storyline that there is supposed to be the big bad. Like, even when they introduced Charlize Theron as Cypher, she's working for someone. There's a mysterious bad. Kurt Russell's character, Mr. Nobody, and Clint Eastwood's son, Scott Eastwood, is Little Nobody or whatever. He's Mr. Nobody. But we didn't get Mr. Nobody in Fast X, and they brought Brie Larson in as Mr. Nobody's daughter. But there's supposed to be a big bad. Now, a couple months ago, Vin Diesel was kicking it with Tom Cruise. They were at like a Formula One racing thing. There's some pictures. They took pictures online and all that kind of stuff, right? And there were rumors, because they asked Vin, there were rumors that he was trying to get Tom Cruise to be the final boss. And obviously, they haven't made an announcement. Obviously, Tom Cruise is about that Mission Impossible, the new one. The new Mission Impossible. I'm looking forward to seeing it. But there were rumors that he wanted Tom Cruise to be the final boss, and now he had posted something on his Instagram a while ago saying that Robert Downey Jr. was like a brother to him, and he would love to bring him into the Fast. So now, those Instagram posts are still up and everything. So that's why I'm talking about this, that instead of Tom Cruise, that maybe Robert Downey Jr. would join the Fast and the Furious franchise, and he would be the final boss. He would be the guy that the Torettos have to deal with to finally be free and not have to be secret agents anymore and all this whatever. But I'm looking forward to the Hobbs spinoff, even though they said Jason Statham's not in it. This one is supposed to be more tied into the Fast and the Furious universe. That's one of the things that when it finally did come up that The Rock was making a cameo appearance at the end of Fast X. He's done a few interviews, and teasing the fact that he's going to do this Hobbs spinoff, and not Hobbs and Shaw, it's just a Hobbs spinoff. One of the things he said that him and Vin Diesel had kind of butted heads about is when they did Hobbs and Shaw, The Rock didn't want it to be a Fast and the Furious movie. He was like, I want the Hobbs and Shaw stuff. I want it to be separate. And Vin is like, dude, Hobbs was introduced in the Fast and the Furious movies. That's why he's here. The fans, that's why it says Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. And the new one will say Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs, or whatever they call it. Vin Diesel's still getting paid from the spinoff movies because he's the executive producer on the Fast and the Furious movies. So, but the Vin Diesel and The Rock had butted heads over The Rock wanted to just do his own thing and not really be associated with the Fast and the Furious franchise. But they used Helen Mirren in Hobbs and Shaw because she plays Jason Statham's mother. And like I said, I did a video when I did the Fast X review. I talked about, because Helen Mirren's in Fast X, and there's a lot of reasons Jason Statham should be in the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, because at the end of Fast X, they were both looking for Dante. So I'm like, if Jason Statham's looking for Dante and The Rock's looking for Dante, why not, and you're doing the Dante Hobbs movie, why not just have them all be in the same movie? That just seems to make sense. But for whatever reason, the only thing The Rock did say is they're going to rectify his mistake from the past where he was trying to isolate the Hobbs and Shaw franchise and keep it separate from the fact. This Hobbs spinoff will directly tie into Fast 11. So I don't know if whoever this big bad is, whether it's Robert Downey Jr., I've even heard Nick Cage. That's crazy. I saw some crazy, like I said, this is all stuff that was on like Reddit, and I saw they were trying to get, they was like, who should be the mega villain that the Torettos have to finally take down in the last two movies? And I was like, Nick Cage too? I was like, really? I mean, Nick Cage was a big box office draw. But I was like, when I saw Tom Cruise, I was like, whoa, that would be epic. And now I'm seeing Robert Downey Jr. That would be epic as well. But yeah, if they got Nick Cage, I wouldn't be like, oh wow, they got Nick Cage. That's a bummer. I was like, yeah, it is what it is. But I am curious who the big bad, who the final boss is going to be in the Fast and the Furious franchise. So, but yeah, if it was Tom Cruise or Robert Downey Jr., I think that would be huge. But like I said, there's also rumors that Robert Downey Jr. was on the set of Captain America: New World Order. There's no photos leaked yet, but there's multiple sources that said Robert Downey Jr. was on the set with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford for whatever they're going to do. So I'm curious about that, but I am curious to see if Robert Downey Jr. would agree to be the final villain in the Fast and Furious franchise. But does that even appeal? Because like I said, I know when I did the other video, some of y'all was like, man, I'm done with these movies like years ago. I stopped watching them. But if either Tom Cruise or Robert Downey Jr. would pique your interest and get you into the box office, please get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.